Hey, what is going on, my friends? Welcome back to another video. Hope you guys are having a fantastic day. Hope you guys enjoyed yesterday's video, which is doing really well. Thank you guys so much for watching that one, by the way. And also, my friends, if you are feeling good that Destiny 2 is back online, then I want you to leave a thumbs up on this video and subscribe if you haven't yet already. Today we're taking a look at an exotic SMG, one of my favorite weapons in the game. But before we can take a look at it, we do need to take a look at this little line in the TWAB in regards to the recent changes to SMGs. And long story short, they're basically saying that high range SMGs have just been too good for too long, and that they have outclassed all other SMG types, especially those with lower range. So what they have done is they've made a large improvement to SMG performance at lower range values, combined with a small decrease to higher range values. So your typical SMGs with loads of range are slightly less good, and your SMGs with a little less range are really good. Step forward, the Huckleberry. The rate of fire increases as you hold down the trigger. It's a 750, it's got Rampage, and the catalyst fully reloads the magazine. And crucially, it has low range, which for whatever reason means that it's an absolute monster now. So let's take a look at it. Complete confession, when I was recording here today, the first thing I actually wanted to do was test out the in-air accuracy on my legendary slug shotguns like the Heritage. And whilst I was in the middle of testing that out in Rumble, which is back, by the way, oh yes indeed.
More than you believe. More than you believe, I'm happy.
You aren't showing it.
I'm so happy, believe me. I'm so happy. Happy New Year.
I was testing that out, but I ran into a couple of people in Rumble who were using the Huckleberry and absolutely destroying the entire lobby with it. And that just got me thinking for a second, hold on, are they just Huckleberry enjoyers, or is Huckleberry insane now? And lo and behold, yeah, I think Huckleberry might be kind of insane. We touched on it in the opening of the video, but basically they've made some changes, they've done some tinkering, and what they have done is they've increased the effectiveness of lower range SMGs. And so now the lower range SMGs seem to feel more like the higher range SMGs. I'm not quite sure what Bungie's goal is when it comes to SMGs. There's a lot of tinkering, there's a lot of umming and ahhing, and we don't really know what it is they want SMGs to be. But what I can tell you for absolute certain is that Huckleberry is a monster now. And I mean, it is a absolute monster. This is a pure eye test thing. This is a pure feeling thing. This is a pure, I don't know if a mansplaining would be the right way to describe it, but anecdotal. I haven't gone into private matches. I haven't done any testing. All I've done is put the gun on, go into the live game and play with it. And in my vast amount of experience, yes, I am a vastly experienced player of this game. Don't know whether that's a good thing or a bad thing.
If I speak, I am in big trouble. In big trouble.
Leave a like and a comment to let me know what you think. But basically, yeah, there's something, they changed something. Now this gun has so much range that even this guy at this range, he desperately wants to ape me with his shotgun, because he knows if he tries to hand cannon me from there, I'm going to tickle him to death with my SMG, and then he tries to ape and it just doesn't work. Don't forget as well, the Huckleberry refills your magazine on a kill, and it has old school Rampage. Speaking of old school, this guy's about to get clapped. You can't telegraph the slam like that when you're pushing me, my friend. Not this guy. Not this guy. And you getting involved in our duel, how dare you, mate? How bloody dare you? But yeah, it has old school Rampage. If you don't know what that means, it basically hits harder than regular Rampage does these days. Rampage got nerfed, but for some reason it didn't get nerfed on Huckleberry. Now the catalyst completely refills the magazine on a kill. It's a 750 RPM SMG that ramps all the way up to 900 RPM when you hold down the trigger. And yes, that comes with extended recoil, but I mean, it's an SMG in Destiny 2, so it doesn't really matter how much recoil it has. It's going to be pretty easy to handle if you're on next-gen consoles or you're playing on PC in particular. With the higher FOV, it is very, very easy to manage. And the thing that's always felt really weak to me about Huckleberry has always been the range, right? Especially with the fact that the rate of fire increases as you hold down the trigger. That can be a little bit tricky as well when it comes to managing the weapon at further ranges, right? But whatever they've changed, whether it's the aim assist fall off for lower range or what, I tend not to get too in detail when it comes to these changes. I don't really understand Bungie's verbiage half the time. And like I said, I never really know what it is exactly that they want from SMGs. But all I can tell you is whatever they've done, whatever they've tinkered with, this thing is disgusting now. And I'm playing on controller.
Bit physically sick, to be honest.
And I can't speak to mouse and keyboard, but I imagine it's probably pretty good on mouse. But the magnetism on this gun feels crazy now. Like obviously the magnetism in this game is very high on basically any gun, but you can really feel that reticle sticking to their face when you aim it at them now. Even at that distance right there, I'm telling you, before that'd have been a little bit shaky, a little bit harder to manage. You'd feel the aim assist slipping. If anything, it feels kind of like the buff they did to sidearms not so long ago, where sidearms were always good, but then they made them insanely sticky at ranges. This feels very similar to that. Don't forget as well, they've actually nerfed sidearms a little bit, and that might actually open up this little space here for these low range SMGs now that they are effective at further ranges. So yeah, it's definitely an interesting one. I thought I'd get this video out for you guys pronto, since, you know, the patch went live and then the game went down and I only had a little bit of time to play. But the time that I did play using this gun, I was thoroughly impressed at how good it was, guys. Like seriously, you know, sometimes you clickbait or you exaggerate, but I'm gonna make an early prediction. I think this might be one of the best SMGs in the game now. The only thing that really will continue to hold the Huckleberry back, I believe, like look at that range, like look at that. I'm telling you, you could not kill with people at that range with this gun before. I'm telling you, I'm absolutely telling you. That little shoulder charge over his head, he didn't see it coming. But yeah, the thing that will maybe stop this weapon from being meta is the fact that it's not going to be an SMG that you can pair with a shotgun or something like that. It's not going to be like a max range Shayura's or a max range Ikelos SMG. That being said, I haven't even used those yet, so I don't know if those have been nerfed and you actually feel the nerf to them. I somehow doubt it, because SMGs have received so many tweaks and nerfs and changes that have not made any difference to their overall effectiveness. So yeah, I don't know if it's going to be as good as those, but the one thing you're going to have to do, in my opinion, just my opinion, is you're going to have to use a sniper rifle or some sort of long range special weapon in combination with the Huckleberry. Otherwise, you are going to find yourself limited. Even though it does have that extra bit of range, it's not going to stretch out to the ridiculous ranges that a Shayura's could or an Ikelos could. You know what I mean? So in that regards, if you're terrible with a sniper rifle, then maybe it might not be the weapon for you. But if you're a good sniper and you're looking for something that's going to deal with all your close quarters problems, I genuinely believe that this might be one of the best guns in the game now. Like, it is insane. Huckleberry's always been one of those weapons. He's got to be mad. I killed this guy like 5 times in a row. He's so tired of my nonsense. I know you are, my friend, but what can I do? I'm out here recording a video and it just happens to be me versus you all the time. What do you want me to do? Ooh, he's got a sword, but I do not care.
Tosser, you little tosser.
He's got a little super and we also don't care. Now we've got weapons of light with Huckleberry, so whoever peeks me is in for a bad time. We still got the sniper in our back pocket, so you can hold that. Snipes were feeling crispy. My boys picked up Galley. We're going to dodge it with the dodge, and we're going to beam his face off when he shows it to me. Ooh, there he is. I even gave him a few shots head start. Huckleberry just feeling disgusting. Oh, and he gets his revenge.
Motherfucking you fucking piece of shit! Yeah. Come on.
There's not much I could do about that. But what we could do is win the game. Real easy. Thank God he didn't gunsling me with his throwing knife. Anyway, my friends, the prediction is out there. The Huckleberry is insane. Hope the gameplay showed that as well. Hope you enjoyed the video. If you did, don't forget to leave a like, drop a comment, and subscribe. And I will see you guys in the next video. Peace.